Tonight on the Night Team. A building fully collapsed tonight in the Portland neighborhood. Plus, when Kentuckians and Hoosiers can start to see their SNAP benefits return following the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. And a $5 million investment into a century-old West Louisville park.
Marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter, one that builds on the park's rich legacy.
How you can give your input on what you want to see in this historic neighborhood. Right now on the WHAS11 Night Team. First here tonight, a building collapsed in the Portland neighborhood earlier today. Thanks for joining us here a little bit late on the Night Team. I'm Alex Dieterer. This happened around 4 this evening near 25th and Griffiths Avenue. That's in the Portland neighborhood. Louisville Fire says the building was vacant, but believes it was a former grocery store. When crews arrived, they didn't find anyone inside the building. Dre Morris saw the collapse happen firsthand and talked to us about what he saw.
Going to this bodega here to get some banana pudding, and we hadn't get out of the car, made 2 steps. And a buddy of mine said, "Do you hear that?" And I said, "What?" And a loud cracking followed by one of the biggest gas clouds I've seen. Everybody started running. Kids were getting off the bus. We were trying to get them as far away as we could.
According to Louisville Fire, there were no injuries reported. The department also said the property has been returned to the owner for inspection and utilities have been secured. More Boeing plane models are being grounded after the deadly UPS plane crash last week. The FAA expanded their emergency directive, which was issued November 8th, to now include the older DC-10 aircraft. This directive was previously issued to ground the MD-11 models. That's the same model that crashed here in Louisville, and that was made out of an abundance of caution. There are only 8 DC-10 aircrafts in service, and the expansion is unlikely to affect day-to-day air travel. UPS said they no longer operate any DC-10s. President Donald Trump is pardoning a Louisville man for his role in the January 6th riot. Daniel Edwin Wilson was under investigation for his role in the riot after authorities found 6 guns and about 4,800 rounds of ammunition in his home. Wilson had prior felony convictions, making it illegal for him to have firearms. His case became part of a legal debate on whether the president's sweeping pardons for the January 6th rioters applied to other crimes discovered during the government's investigation on the attack. The federal judge who oversaw Wilson's case argues the president's pardon applied to Wilson's gun offense. According to Wilson's lawyer, he was released Friday following his pardon. He was originally sentenced to 5 years in prison after a guilty plea. Hoosiers can expect SNAP benefits to be available starting tomorrow. According to the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration, benefits have already been issued for some recipients. Here in the Commonwealth, eligible Kentuckians should have seen SNAP benefits loaded onto their cards today. Governor Andy Beshear says state employees worked overnight so families could see their benefits today. More than 600,000 Kentuckians and nearly 600,000 Hoosiers went without federal food assistance during the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. Governor Beshear joined 24 other states plus D.C. in challenging the federal suspension of SNAP benefits. And you can give tomorrow during the FOP Lodge 43's Cram the Cruiser event in Bardstown. As SNAP benefits start to return, the lodge is asking for non-perishable foods like canned fruits and vegetables, canned protein, plus bottled water and juice packs. Cram the Cruiser runs from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Walmart on East John Rowan Boulevard. You can drop off your donations at the side entrance.
An anonymous Louisvillian who loves the parks has made a gift of $5 million.
A day of celebration at Chickasaw Park with this multi-million-dollar investment. The park has been a staple in the community for generations, and now $5 million has been awarded to the full restoration of the park. The Night Team's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Connie Offit show us how this is a continued investment into the historic park.
Chickasaw Park has always been a cherished space for West Louisville families.
There's a lot to celebrate with this historically black park in Louisville.
This was the park that gave birth to Muhammad Ali. Cassius Clay and then Muhammad Ali, right? So this park is about greatness.
Now,
Without this park,
with more to look forward to.
it's a hole in the community. This is our little bitty piece of paradise.
An anonymous Louisvillian who loves the parks has made a gift of $5 million.
A $5 million investment in the full restoration of the park.
$5 million.
Take a minute. Take a minute. Today's announcement marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter, one that builds on the park's rich legacy, but also creates an even more vibrant future for this public space for everyone to enjoy.
QR codes were out at the event for people to start giving their feedback on what they'd like to see in the Chickasaw Park restoration. But Olmsted Parks Conservancy says they've already received input, which are ideas being added to the list.
The outdated playground and spray ground are very first amongst the list. There's a pavilion and playground in the front that's outdated. Folks had told us that they really love and value this green space, but they want that river view that was intended by the Olmsted firm.
The latest investment into the century-old park in West Louisville. The pond has been newly renovated and a play area.
We focus on safety by improving the lighting. We've added free Wi-Fi. We've improved the walking parks that make the park more safe and welcoming for everybody.
Signs of investment all around. The West Louisville Tennis Club also has renovated tennis courts at the park. It will take 3 years, but all spent to enhance the pride in Chickasaw Park for it to continue to be celebrated for years to come. With photojournalist Connie Offit, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
3 women from the community have been appointed to the steering committee to help lead the project by Olmsted Parks Conservancy. Also, a new full-time position has been created as an ambassador for the West End to Olmsted Parks Conservancy. We have all those details, including how you can submit your input on the park's future, on our website right now. Well, Austin, we saw all of those leaves on the ground at Chickasaw Park, so it looks like fall, but it did not feel like fall today.
No, and a reminder for everyone, if you've forgotten, this is what Tuesday was like. It was like winter, and then today, highs threatening the record for heat for today, 1 degree off, tying that record. So yeah, weather whiplash is what we have experienced this week here in Kentucky. And a lovely shot of the Louisville skyline. It got a lot of bright colors there. This is our Jeffersonville camera, brought to you by First Savings Bank, part of our Shriners Children's Hospital camera network. We're in the mid-60s for the most part here in the metro area. You can see the direction of the wind has changed to now mainly out of the northwest, depending on your location. The southern zones of Kentuckiana still seeing that changeover happen. 67 still in Lebanon, Campbellsville, Shepherdsville, 65 here in Louisville, 64 in Scottsburg, a little bit cooler in the northern portions of Kentuckiana. Here's the wind speeds. It's breezy out there, up to 13 miles per hour, sustained in a few places, gusting up to 22 in Lebanon. We got a 14 mile per hour wind gust in Shepherdsville, 17 in E-Town, and live satellite and radar showing those couple of showers moving through. That was the expectation this evening. And taking a look at tomorrow, we're looking at mostly sunny skies. Yes, that is mostly sunny skies with highs right near that 60-degree mark. Details on your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Some JCPS high school students spent their Saturday learning at a mini med school. U of L's School of Medicine and JCPS gave students a preview of what it's like to be in med school. They learned what surgeons do in the operating room, like tying surgical knots and their process. Another station was specifically on applying to college. Students were told about the scholarship and grants available, what to expect when applying for undergrad, and how to stand out when applying. The event was hosted by Project HEAL at U of L. The co-founder told us the goal is to make sure students know all of the different fields they can go into.
Being able to show students that these are the opportunities that you can get in the future and be able to maybe spark an interest in them. Being able to see, oh, I think this side of medicine, healthcare is super cool. Let me go into that. Or I think knot tying is great. Maybe I want to be a surgeon.
If you know a JCPS student who might be interested in the program, there will be another one in the spring semester. More than 40 local clothing brands and small businesses made their way to Algonquin Parkway today for what's being called the biggest streetwear market Louisville has ever seen. This is the second Louisville Streetwear Market of the year, presented by Overtuffed Rugs. It allows creatives and entrepreneurs to showcase their latest threads. It was organized in part by Dejon Parker, who said the market and streetwear itself are bigger than fashion.
Put together over 40 clothing brands, people, entrepreneurs that have worked so hard to come together just to display their craft to Louisville, because so many people often say that Louisville can't provide this or we can't provide that, and I just really wanted to show like there's more to Louisville than violence and chaos. We could bring more, we could have a peaceful event, we could do other things than what they say we can't do.
Because of the strong turnout, organizers are hoping to have the market yearly.